Hello there and welcome to my guide for painting the Masters of the Universe Battleground Wave 8 Sssqueeze, Kobra Khan and Lady Slither. If you enjoy this guide, please give the channel a like and a subscribe. Very first thing I've done is spray them all with some matte white spray from Colourforge. I'm then going to move on to Lady Slither and I'm going to paint the top half of her skin and the middle section running down her tail using some Orruk Flesh. I then gave it a wash with some Athonian Camoshade. Then I'm going to use some Warpstone Glow to paint the scales on Sssqueeze, Kobra Khan, and the rest of Lady Slither. This time though, they'll be getting their own wash and we're going to be using some Beil-tan Green. While that wash dries, I'm going to start working on the scenery, and for the wood, I'm going to be using a base coat of Dryad Bark. Then I'm going to give it all a dry brush using some Gothor Brown. By now the washes on the skin should have dried, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to dry brush on some Warpstone Glow. This will be followed by a 50-50 mix of Warpstone Glow and Moot Green. This is followed by Moot Green just by itself, and at this stage we're kind of aiming towards the sections where the light would catch the most, and each dry brush is getting a little bit lighter. I'm then going to use a 70-30 mix of Moot Green and Yriel Yellow for the next dry brush. Then we're going to be using that same mix, but this time at a 50-50 ratio, and we're going to be using it as a very light dry brush just to kind of try and pick out the scales and the more finer edges. Then going back to Lady Slither, I'll start by relayering the Orruk Flesh, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. This will be followed up by a 50-50 mix of Orruk Flesh and Wraithbone. And finally, we're going to use that same mix, this time at a 70-30 ratio in favour of Wraithbone for the final highlight. For Sssqueeze, I'm going to be painting any metal sections on him, that's basically his armour, using some lead belcher, and also painting the knife that Lady Slither is holding. I'm then going to give it a wash with a little bit of Nuln Oil. The top part of Sssqueeze's armour is a nice blue, so we'll start with a base coat of Macgragge Blue. We'll also paint his weapon and Lady Slither's cloak. These will get their own wash, and we're going to be using some Drakenhof Nightshade. While that wash dries, we're going to go to Kobra Khan, and we're going to paint his belt using some Moot Green. And then we're going to give that a little bit of a wash with some Athonian Camoshade. Then once the wash is dried on the metal, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of lead belcher and Stormhost Silver for the first highlight. And this will be followed by Stormhost Silver for the second. Then moving on to the blue, I'm going to relayer the Macgragge Blue, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. And then I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Macgragge Blue and Calgar Blue for the first highlight. Followed by Calgar Blue just by itself for the second. Lastly, there's a little snake emblem on Sssqueeze's armour, so I'm going to paint that in with a little bit of Moot Green. If you don't want to do this, don't worry, you don't have to. Going back to Kobra's belt, I'm going to relayer that using a little bit of Moot Green. And I'm going to highlight it using a 50-50 mix of Moot Green and Wraithbone. Lady Slither has got some red on her, so I'm going to start with a base coat of Khorne Red. Then for Kobra's boots and his loincloth, I'm going to be using some Vorbak Red. I'll then wash both those colours with a little bit of Carroburg Crimson. While that wash dries, I'm going to go ahead and continue with the terrain pieces with the sharp wooden spikes, and I'm going to start by using some Wraithbone to pick out those spikes. And I'm going to give them a quick highlight with a simple 50-50 mix of Wraithbone and matte white. Whilst the wash on Lady Slither has dried, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Khorne Red and matte white for the highlight. Then for the Vorbak Red, I'll start by relayering that, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. And then I'll give it a highlight using a 50-50 mix of Wraithbone and Vorbak Red. Any gold on Sssqueeze and Lady Slither is going to be painted using some Retributor Armour. And all it's going to get is a wash with some Reikland Fleshshade. I'm then going to paint the inside of Kobra's and Squeeze's mouth with some Screamer Pink. And I'll give it a highlight with a 50-50 mix of Screamer Pink and Pink Horror. I'll then highlight Squeeze's tongue with a little bit more Pink Horror just by itself. I'm then going to start working on their eyes to begin with. I'll use a base coat of Abaddon Black. This will be followed by matte white. And I'm going to stay with a matte white to pick out the teeth on Kobra and Squeeze. Sounds like a cop duo from the 70s. And then I'll finish off the eyes using a tiny bit of Abaddon Black for the pupils. Staying with Kobra, I'm going to paint those stripes on his skin with a little bit of Averland Sunset. I'm also going to paint the hot pants of Squeeze. I'll then get a wash using a little bit of Casandora Yellow. Kobra's gun is going to get a coat of Mephiston Red, followed by a wash of Carroburg Crimson. While those washes dry, I'm going to go back to the terrain piece and I'll start picking out any of the green detail or the leaves and things with a little bit of Warpstone Glow. I'll then go in and highlight those with some Moot Green. Then once the yellow wash is dried, I'm going to go in and use a 50-50 mix of Averland Sunset and Yriel Yellow for the first highlight, followed by Yriel Yellow just by itself for a second edge highlight. For Kobra's gun, I'm simply just going to relayer the Mephiston Red, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. I need to paint Lady Slither's hair, so for that I'm just going to use some Abaddon Black, followed by a highlight of Corvus Black. To match the rest of my Master of the Universe stuff, I'm going to paint any rocks I see on the bases with a little bit of Mournfang Brown. I'll then give it a highlight using some Skrag Brown. And I'm going to neaten up the snakes there on the bases with a little bit of matte white because I'm going to use a contrast paint. And that contrast paint is some Gutripper Flesh. I'm then going to wash the entire base, snakes and all, using a little bit of watered down Agrax Earthshade. And while that dries, I'm going to finish off the scenery by starting with a base coat of Screamer Pink, followed by a 50-50 mix of Screamer Pink and Wraithbone for the first highlight, but we're going to dry brush it on. And then I'm going to use that same mix, but this time at a 70-30 ratio in favor of Wraithbone for a second highlight. Finally, I'm going to neaten up those bases using some Abaddon Black, and because we sprayed everything white, just take a little bit of care and avoid the indicator at the front, or the directional indicator, and you won't have to relayer it. If you do, just give it a quick paint with a little bit of matte white. And with that, that's these guys finished. I've got to say they are quite enjoyable to paint. Lots of lovely detailing, and they don't take too long either as well. They only come in around about the sort of 6 hour, 7 hour mark. Some of that was obviously waiting for washes to dry. If you follow this guide, I really do hope you found it useful, and if you did like the video, give the channel a subscribe, the video a like, possibly a share to anyone else who's painting sort of marvelous Masters of the Universe Battleground, so you can get as much love on this video as you can. It will be much appreciated. The channel also has lots of lovely paint guides for all different sorts of systems, including Marvel Crisis Protocol, Star Wars Shatterpoint, Warhammer 40,000, Blood Bowl, all sorts of good stuff. Just have a peruse around. It's all there, here, there, and dotted everywhere. Thanks again, and goodbye for now.